Today I'm using gofybr to get this hairline right. I'm going to leave a link in the description where you can pick it up. I got a little link for you, but this is what I use. I use the black, so let's get busy.
This is Drip. Let's go.
It's another K-Town beat.
YouTube, it's your boy, Mr. Outliner. I'm back. I got a brand new video for y'all today. I'm going to do some down fade, and I'm going to show you how to save a hairline. Once again, I did a video on this about 3-4 videos ago, but I'm going to do another one because on this video, I said, hey, you need to be saved. I want to be saved. Y'all heard that song? Like, it's a, anyway, that's a West Coast E40 type thing. But anyway, so first thing you want to do is comb the hair down. You want as much of the hair that you can work with as possible, right? Now you can see the difference in the light and the dark area where his line was supposed to be. So the first thing I want to do is kind of, create the line. You see the two separations right there. So I want to like do a little bit of the line just so I can know exactly where it's supposed to be. And this is more like his natural line, and that's when you doing haircuts, you want to do a natural line. And right here you can see, since he's light, we just doing the line up a little bit first. We're not trying to make it sharp, we're not trying to do all that right now. We're just trying to give us a guide to go by, because we're going to use enhancements to fill this in, right? Then after that, you just want to start like all the rest of your hair, because you want to create a guideline. So the first guideline is going to be bald, it's going to be close, but we're going to leave a little bit so we can get that C-cup action. So we do the balding inside of the line, of the natural line, because that's where we're going to be fading. But you want to get it bald so you can get the look of that taper, that bald taper, and we're going to keep it kind of high, like midway pretty much. We're going to do it midway. So the first thing you want to do is grab your biggest guard, because we're down fading, right? And when you're down fading, you go big to little instead of from little to big, in your regular fading. So, and you're just going against the growth pattern of the hair. And you see me constantly use the comb because I want to get the pattern down pat, because once I get the pattern down, I know which way to fade against, and that's against the grain. That's what they call against the grain, right? That's for new people. Anyway, so, and then after that, you come back and still comb the hair down, and you use the next guard, which is a 1 guard. The first guard was a 1.5 open. The next guard is a 1 open. You just go open to close until you work your way all the way down. This is what you call down fading, or at least this is what I call down fading, right? So you going from big to little again, and you going against the grain of the hair. And you see that's exactly what I'm doing. And sometimes I'm using the corner of the blade in order to get in the spots that I need to get into. You see the line is going away closely. The closer we get towards the bottom. Another thing, like when you down fading, you're going to start off at a high point on the fade, like bringing it up high, like with the big guard. And as you start coming down, you don't go as high as you did with the first guard. You understand what I'm saying? So if you're going up all the way to the corner of his edge up with the big guard, then you want to come down to like the middle of it. You understand what I'm saying? So you don't stay at the same height. You come down just like you would graduate up, you graduate down. So like I said, so that's pretty much the objective of down fading, right? It's just in reverse order. And sometimes it's easier to get the haircut to work better this way. You don't go as higher up than you need to, because you're working your way down. Instead of, sometimes when you're working up, you can bring the fade too high. So this is just another technique, another way to do it. Now, After you use that one guard, you can come back with the half guard, which I used already, and you do the same thing. You fade down a little bit, and then once you're done with the half guard, you take it off and you have no guard, and you just finish getting the line out that you made the first guideline. Now you see the blend is already coming through, and I did it in reverse order. So y'all let me know in the comments how you like the down fading technique. It's much easier for people to do actually, and it kind of gives a more consistent cut. You know what I mean? This is easy to follow. You can do it at home, wherever, you know. And this is actually how I first learned how to fade myself in my mom's bathroom. I was, you know, cutting my own hair, but you see how I still got it dark where it needs to be dark. I'm inside of the C cup. That fade is blurry, right? You see everything is cool. So that's the look that you want to get, and that's how down fading works. And right after that, you can start working on that C cup again, because you already kind of made your indentation, so you can see where it's at. And you see what I'm doing right there? Now it's starting to come out, and once we put the enhancements on it, it's going to be perfect. Everything is going to line up just right. Now this side wasn't as bad as the other side. They didn't push them back as far. So on this side, I started making the guideline first, but I still ended up wanting to, you know, create the C cup line ahead of time. And so that's what I did right here. On the other side, I just started with the C cup first. But you know, you kind of, if it's a light part on the hair, you want to kind of do that first, so you kind of know where you at. So I'm gonna speed it up just a little bit, but the technique will be the same. I'm gonna start from the big guard, 1.5, work my way down to a 1, then a half, and then no guard, and then a fade to pop out. Now, the back of the haircut was pretty much the same. I didn't want to bore you and just keep showing you that. But anyway, so, you know, it's still down fading. So, down fading, how are you liking it? Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know how you like it. But anyway, so, on the lineup, you know what to do on the lineup. We don't want to, like, push it in too far. We want to stay on a natural line here also. You know, and these Wahl detailers, man, they actually hit really good. You know what I mean? They good for especially this type of hair. When I say this type of hair, I mean, you know, kind of thick. You know, so thick, but you want to get a good line on it. These are good for that. It's really just a good all-purpose trimmer. Like I say, kind of be careful with them though. If you zero gap them a lot, they are very sharp. So the blade is sharp, so you don't have to completely zero gap, and they already actually come zero gap, but everybody likes to tweak it their own way for their own use, which is cool. But as a buyer's warning, I would just say don't zero gap it too much. It should it should be fine out the box, even though I adjusted mine just a tad bit. But other than that, it's good to go. And like I said, I like them. The battery life is very good on these trimmers, you know, on these trimmers. So I don't think I had them go dead on me yet in a full day's work, honestly. And I cut maybe 15 heads a day, you know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, it's good. So, and you know, I've used almost all the trimmers. This one is good for sure, you know what I mean? So if you're thinking about buying them, I would put, these are the top 2 trimmers, period. Without question, these are the top 2 trimmers out there. Now, onto the front of the lineup. And again, what you want to do is use as much hair as you possibly can, bring down, so you can have something to work with. I don't care if it's like 2 strings. 2 strings can make it look like a lot. You know what I mean? When you're talking about a line being pushed back, and you can see the light spot, dark spot right here. You can see that really well right now. And what we want to do, I'm using the master airbrush, and I'm going to just use a little bit of color right here, but I'm going to use more about the fibers, because the fiber, hair building fiber is really what you want, right? Because color just stains the scalp, right? And that's mainly what it does. It just stains it. And you know, it gives it a natural look, but then it don't. So you see that, right? You can see that in yeah, so when I add the fibers, you see it matches up just a little bit better than my color did. And now it kind of looks natural, right? It does look natural. So, you know, fibers or enhancements, period, are good when they're used in the right way. You know what I mean? You can't overuse them or anything like that. You're just using it to fill in a spot until the hair grows back, or fill in a spot where the hair doesn't work. Or you can just be using them just to give them a sharper line. Like what I'm doing here, I'm doing a little bit of both, sharper line and fill in a spot that's been pushed back, right? How to bring back that hairline. That's how to bring back that hairline. I don't know what the title of this thing gonna be, but it might be that. How to bring back that hairline. But anyway, so y'all see it's crispy now, right? It's crispy now. Talking Cocoa Puffs, crispy, Rice Krispie treats. You feel me? Anyway, is he crispy? Y'all let me know in the comment section. But anyway, we're gonna flip this to the other side. Now, so what we do is, again, comb it. You want to get as much hair as you can use to work with. Now, this is where his line is supposed to be. You see the little gap in between the line and the dark spot? You know, where I had the comb in the hair? That's where his hairline should be. They kind of pushing back just slightly on this side, not as much as the other side. But we do the same technique, hit them with a little bit of the master airbrush. I'll leave all the stuff that I use down in my description part. If you want to click on it and buy it and know exactly what I'm using, it'll be in my description. Like, it'll take you right to it. All you have to do is click on it, right? And then come back with the hair fiber. In the hair fiber, I got a code for you if you want to get it at a discounted rate. I like these hair fibers because they look natural if you spray them right, like with, you know, with most fibers. But this is a vegan fiber. So a thing is, right, if you think you spray too much fiber or something, use the wide part of your comb like I just did, and like fade it in there, fade it away, the spot that doesn't look natural, right? And if you brush too much off, just come back and tap it again, right? So look, you see that his hairline is much improved once I did that, right? I used the fiber mostly because it's really about the fiber. I probably didn't have to use the color to stain it, but when the fiber goes away, that color stain right there will be there, and it'll still give it like some reinforcement once the hair fiber starts to fade away after a few days, right? So look at that. Look how crispy that is though, right? Can't beat that. Look at the sharpness, the crispiness of that. Man, that's a beautiful thing right there. Rice Krispie Treat. His name is Mr. Crispy. You know what I mean? Now, on the right side of the screen, it was a little high, and I'm trying to comb some hair down to actually go under. You see that? That's kind of like in the area where his hairline should be, right? So we kind of want to try to bring it back. Now, it might not be super perfect, but it's gonna look better than this for sure, 100%, right? So before you start an edge up, you want to look at it and examine where you should start it at, right? And I made my point in the middle, and I want to bring it over, right? I want to bring it over to connect to that part. And here I'm not concerned again about the sharpness of it right now, because I know once I put the enhancements on, it's gonna be sharp, right? I'm trying to get a line. I'm trying to get an idea of where I want to put the line, right? So take your time with it, look at it, visualize it, kind of get an idea of what a person's line should be, right? And maybe it's kind of because of how he combs his hair, because his hair goes straight up, so some of the hair in the front might tend to go towards the back, and you know, so some of those things alter the edges. So again, what you want to do is try to bring some hair down as much as you can. See what you can work with, what's there for you to work with, right? And you know, it's not always about going directly up to the dark spot, because sometimes that'll cause you, you know, to push a hairline back because you're looking for the dark area, and maybe the dark area is not where you need to be. It's other ways to make a line look crispy. If you look on the right side, it kind of looks like, I mean, he got a decent line over there, you know what I mean? But you know, of course, everybody wants that picture perfect look that you see on Instagram, and not really understanding like all the work that's put into making a picture perfect lineup. And you know, all the things have to fall in place. The hair has to have nice hair, and you know, the density has to be there, and you know, his forehead, and you know, it's a lot of things that go into having that perfect haircut. Once you got an idea of where you think you want the line to be, then you repeat the same steps that you did on the side. And you see, I'm just using the color right here to hit those light areas, right? To fill it in, and just to see how it's gonna look, I'm gonna fill it in. You understand what I'm saying? So this is how you use enhancements also. So I'm giving you a down fade, how to down fade, showed you how to do the, you know, the lineup, how to fix it, right? And also how to use the enhancements to fix the line, right? And that's what it's all about. That's what we're doing here on this video. So after you repeat those same steps, you come back, you use the color, now you use the fiber, which is really gonna give it the real look. The reason why fibers are better than color, in my opinion, is called hair building fiber, right? And this is gofybr, right? This is what I always use. Every video you see me using fibers, it's the same fiber, gofybr. And you see how the hair building fiber, it is building hair on top. It's like building on top to give it a actually full look of what you want, like to make your hair match, where it's not a big difference in the look. Like somebody have to really like be up on you to be able to tell, or just know what fibers are anyway, to even be able to tell that you using fibers, right? And once you get the fibers on there and the color and stuff, now it's just about detailing. Now you can go in and you can try to perfect it and do the sharp things that you want to do to it. Yo, and then right here he wanted a part just going kind of straight up. Kind of left it up to me, but it seemed like his hair was already parted that way, so all we did was just went ahead and put the part back in there like that. And hey, this guy can sing. I'm gonna show y'all the video at the end, at the very end. I'm gonna throw it in here. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw it on Instagram, but if you don't follow me on Instagram, I'm gonna throw it in here right now at the end. But anyway, you know how a part is simple. It's nothing, you know, no technique to this design. It's not really a design. It's just a straight line going inside. So the thing about doing designs, though, I can tell you, it's exactly like doing a lineup. So you want to make the part as clean as possible. You know, hit the top of the part, hit the bottom of the part. Make sure it's crispy, you know, just like the lineup. So that's what we did. You see, now you see the haircut, it came out good. You know, let me know. I know in the comments it's gonna be some good and some bad. I take good with the bad, you dig? But anyway, this is the haircut. I want to show y'all him singing at the end. So, but don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. You know how we do it. Hey, I almost forgot. I'm really dropping that 20K video in like a day or two. So make sure you're up on it, put your notifications on. It's going, the instructions is going to be on Instagram, but the video about it is going to be on here in like a day or two. So look out for it. So anyway, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. You know how we do it. Until next time, love, peace, and hair grease. I'm out.
Free haircut Tuesday, yeah.